right, so I am back with the part 2 of the Black Friday series. I get it's not really a series, it's just like 2 parts. So I guess it's not really a series. This is just part 2 of the previous podcast that I did, which was what should you sell at Black Friday? So that was the first one. If you have not listened to it yet, go back and listen to that. And then come here because today we're going to talk about the systems and automations that you need for Black Friday, which is another very, very important part, obviously. And especially when I'm talking about this, because that's my whole thing, systems and automations. And it's really, this is what you need to sell out your offers at Black Friday without stress. Truly. If you're wanting to do this, sell out your offers, not be stressed out, not be feeling like you have to be online the entire time, sending out a million links, you know, just feeling like you're running around doing all the things, even though you're not actually running around, like you're sitting there, but you're trying to figure out all of the different things that you have to do and follow up with people and send out this and send out that and whatever. We aren't doing any of that, okay? We're going to clear all of that up today and I'm going to tell you what you need instead. So, the systems and automations for Black Friday, and really not even just for Black Friday, but you really need these. And I'm going to tell you which ones, especially at Black Friday, are super critical because there are a couple things that are going to be very important and will absolutely tank your sales if you don't have them at Black Friday. So we'll go through that too. The first thing, you need a plan. Do not, do not just go and wing this. Don't decide like the week before Black Friday that you're going to all of a sudden, you know, do it. All of a sudden you're going to sell something and you have nothing prepared. Start prepping for it now. It is going to come up fast. We all know, like the end of the year, it flies by. Put your plan in place now, know what you're doing. Because every time, and think about this, like go back in your mind, and you're not going to like doing this exercise, but do it anyways. Go back in your mind. Anytime that you've done this before and you have not planned and you've just like winged it and you're super stressed out because you have a bunch of shit going on, and then you're trying to wing your launch, whether it's Black Friday or another one, but especially Black Friday because it's super busy around this time. And everything feels like it's fucking crazy. You don't want to feel like that. Okay. You do not want to feel like that this year. So don't plan ahead so that it does not feel like that. So that's what we're starting now, is getting the plan together. So you already had some time to think about what you're going to offer. That's in place. Now it's looking at, okay, so what are the systems and automations that you need to actually support you in order to sell those things effectively and also get you not being online all the time. Get things running in the back end of your business smoothly so that you don't feel like you're constantly working. That's what we're going to do. Okay. And in this plan, also, like it includes, and I'm not going to go into detail into this today, but it really includes like, what are you doing for content, like a content system? And of course, I'm a huge fan of Asana. Put it in there. I absolutely can't stress Asana enough. It's so good. You can use the free version like that. It's a no-brainer. You have to get it. So that is like a big one, but have your content planned out ahead of time. Like, don't wait till the last minute. And this is one that is pretty easy to do ahead of time. This is not like a hugely long launch that's going to last weeks. It's nothing like that. Black Friday is a fairly short period of time. Do it ahead of time, get it done so that you know what you're posting, you know, like the platforms that you're posting on, all of that is done. So it's not something that you need to stress over once those days are here. Get it done. Okay, so your freebies. Now, we talked about this in the last one and having something to warm up your audience. That is going to be your freebie, your lead magnet, whatever word you want to use for it. The systems, automations that you want for that. You need a landing page. This is not a sales page, it is a landing page. This is for anything that's free. And it is going to be so that you can grab people's names and email, but you absolutely have to have this. It's where they can opt in for your freebie and it can be automatically delivered to them. This takes you out of the equation so that you're not sending any links and you're also building your email list. Okay, so no matter what your freebie is, it like does not matter whether you're doing a masterclass, whether it's a PDF, whether it's what, no matter what it is, it really doesn't matter. You need a landing page, okay? So you need that. You need the email automation sequence that's going to deliver your freebie and also sell your offer. So even if it's one freebie that really gets people primed for potentially all of your offers and like leads into this is what I have for Black Friday, because Black Friday is like, it's just a different sales period. So you can do some different things with it. It's not the same as a usual, launch or when we're looking at a funnel where it goes straight from one freebie to one offer. There's a couple different things you can do with it. So you could potentially have one freebie or lead magnet that goes into this is what I have available for Black Friday. But you really want to have those emails that are being sent out to people automated. You're not sending them. Like you are not going in there manually sending out these emails. You want those automated. That's all done on your back end. You can also have an email opt-in to get the deals early, something like a Black Friday wait list. That you will link it on your social media profiles. Say, go get on my Black Friday wait list. It's through a landing page also, and then you have the automated emails set up afterwards. It is not you sending out anything. We aren't sending anything out here. And when you are talking about these things in your stories, please, for the love of God, post the link. Do not say, DM me for the link when you are talking about it in your stories. Okay, especially for freebies. I can't stress this enough. And I'm going to actually do a full podcast episode on this because it's something that I don't think a lot of people fully understand. Maybe know the full psychology behind why not to do this, but like don't. Just put the link in the story so people can click on it. No one wants to DM you when they're watching your story. Just put the link in. Let them click. You're going to get so many more people to your landing pages. Trust me. So that's the other thing. And put your links freaking everywhere. Don't forget to do this. This is like part of the whole systems and automations thing. Don't forget to put your links everywhere. I've seen this so often where I've actually set up systems and automations for people and then they don't put their links out. and they're wondering why no one's getting into their systems. It doesn't just magically happen. You have to be talking about them. You have to have them available for people, and you have to let people know where they are so that they can opt in and get into them. That's how this is going to work. Okay. So make sure you are doing all of those things. Now, back to the emails. You need emails automated as well to go out to your regular list. And you can do this ahead of time as well. Now, you can do this in a couple ways. If you do have an email opt-in to get onto your Black Friday list early, send it to your email list. Obviously, be like, opt in to my Black Friday deals early, check it out. You'd probably love this because you're already on my email list. These are people that have already opted in for your stuff. They're already sitting there waiting for you to give them something. It's a perfect thing to give to them, the chance to get in there. But get them to, it's still, you like get them to opt in so that they have that tag, right? Because the other thing is, if you're giving the deals to certain people early, you're going to send them to the people with that tag. And you will automate that process as well so that that is all set up. The people with the Black Friday, like early opt-in, whatever tag, will get the deals early. And you can start making sales early then as well. And those people just get access to your sales pages before everyone else, which is amazing. And you can start making money early before Black Friday. And then it goes out to, your regular email list and everyone on social media. So just a couple things that you can do there. You also want to have regular emails automated once like the Black Friday wait list, if you're doing that, is done. You want to just have like emails automated that are telling about your Black Friday deals. Make sure you don't forget this. I see this happen so many times where people are setting up all of the other things to go along with a launch, and they're setting up, the freebie funnel and to sell into their offer and doing all of the other things, and they forget the email list that they already have. Don't forget that part. You still have to send the emails to your regular list. And you can use the emails. Obviously, don't say thanks for opting into my freebie. That would be weird. But you can use the sales copy that you are using for the emails that are selling people into your offers that are from the freebie sequence. Use the same thing. That is like the easiest way to do it instead of creating a shit ton of extra content. Repurpose. Like this is your best friend. Repurposing is one of your business best friends. For sure. Now, the next thing that you absolutely need, sales pages. And for each offer, do not use Google Docs. This is another big one that I've seen so many times. And for so many reasons, Google Docs are like not the way to go. First off, if you are putting your offers on Google Docs and you have multiple offers on there, you're confusing people and you're actually leading to less people buying from you. It leads to decision fatigue because they're having to go through all of these and then they're having to think about which one they're actually going to do and they're not sure and they are thinking about it more and then they're like getting confused and it's like, well, what am I supposed to do? Am I like which one? And then they pick none or they go to the next person whose offers are clear on each sales page. They go to the one that is actually fit for them, and they buy it. So do not put them all on one sales page or do the Google Docs. The other reason, no Google Docs. I see many people that don't actually link checkouts to the Google Doc. So it's like, look at the Google Doc and then DM me what you're interested in. No, this defeats the purpose of having systems and automations. You are creating so much extra work for yourself, even though you think that the Google Doc is so much easier. You're creating so much extra work for yourself when you do when you do this, because then anyone who is interested is DMing you, asking a whole ton of other questions. Then you have to send them the link. Then you have to keep track of everyone that you've sent the Google Doc to follow up with, to send the links, to see if they've paid. And it's like a whole thing. Plus, even if you put like a Stripe link on the Google Doc, you can't do onboarding through Stripe links. It is extremely hard and it is not, you can't. It's not a thing to do on automated onboarding through a Stripe link. And this is like, especially at Black Friday. Like I said, I was going to point out some of these that are going to be really important for Black Friday. If you have some offers that are lower ticket and you want to sell a lot of, you have got to have automated onboarding in place that are actually getting, whatever resource or whatever the thing is that people are buying out to them automatically without you having to send them, especially if it is a lot of people that are buying it. You don't want to be the one that is sitting there having to keep track of this and then thinking about, okay, so who do I have to get back to and send all this shit to now? That's insane. And you don't want to do that. That's like, I feel like it's not even worth it for like making a lot of money. It's not even worth it. You want to have automated onboarding that's going to just send whatever it is out to them immediately once they pay. And this is what people expect too. They want to have this kind of experience when they come to your business and they are paying for something. They're not expecting to pay and then wait and like not know if for sure they like paid properly because they're not getting the thing right away. And then you're going to start getting questions. Where's my thing? How much longer is it going to be? What's going on? And then you have to deal with that too. That sounds like a whole shitstorm. That sounds terrible. And like, just nobody wants to deal with that. Make it easy for yourself, especially on these high volume, low ticket offers, because that is like, that right there is going to be such a headache. I just can't even tell you how bad that sounds. Well, it sounds terrible. Obviously, I just described the whole thing. Sounds awful. Don't do that to yourself. And when you're putting these things, on Google Docs or not having automated onboarding, this is what you're doing. This is what you're doing. So don't put yourself in that situation where you don't have automated onboarding set up. We're going to talk more about it in a second. So no Google Docs. That is like out of the question. We aren't even thinking about that. Okay. And for sales pages, no putting one thing on just, or no putting everything on one sales page. That's also a huge no-no. Huge no. We're not doing that. it causes too much confusion for people. And especially when you want to have, you know, 3 or more different offers that are very different, like low ticket, mid ticket, high ticket, and they have different transformations, they include different things. That's a lot of information and it's a lot for people to sort through. Another big, big thing that I want you to consider, I look at scroll depth. There's a lot of things that I track actually for sales pages and just different data tracking, but one of them is scroll depth. The not everyone scrolls to the bottom of your page. So if you are putting all of your offers on one sales page, at least one is probably not getting seen, or at least not as much as you want it to. And if that's happening, you are losing sales. You're losing sales. Don't do that. Make separate sales pages for them. And when you do that, you can also make your sales pages shorter. You don't have to make them as long. They don't have to be this hugely long thing where you're going on and on and on. Because again, people don't want that. Because clearly they're not scrolling all the way to the bottom of sales pages. So they don't want super long ones. So don't put them all on one sales page. Make sure you have sales pages and don't make them too long. Make sure that you have checkouts. If they have to go to a call, that's also fine. If it's for a high ticket offer, obviously that's fine. You can do that as well. And then automated onboarding. So if it's something that people can pay for right away and it doesn't need a call before they pay, you want to have automated onboarding set up. This goes for every single offer that you have, always automated onboarding. This means that once they pay, they get all of the information that they need for that offer to get started without you. Not get started without you, but without you having to send them any of that information. What you want to think about is what can you send them? So this is more information that they need to know, any links to book their calls, links to onboarding forms that they need to fill out, ways to contact you, any links to, you can either do links to apps that they are going to be a part of, or you can also do integrations where you can integrate once someone pays, you can set up an automation where it automatically just adds them into an app, something like they're part of a circle community, or if it's a fitness membership and that you are using the Trainerize app and your membership is on Trainerize, you can have them go right into the fitness program in Trainerize and do that automatically. You don't have to wait and have them sign up and then get all of their stuff in there afterwards. It can be done automatically without you having to do a single thing other than set it up beforehand, but then it's done. And every client that signs up afterwards automatically goes in. It's amazing. It's like one of the nicest things you will do for yourself. So that is a huge one that you need to get set up. Those are the big ones for Black Friday. Having those are going to save you a ton of stress, and they are going to, in some cases, make or break some of your sales. 100%. And I've seen this happen because it really there's a few different things that go on. It's the client experience with the sales pages when you are confusing people and they just move on to someone else. You don't want to be doing that. Give them exactly what they want. Don't confuse people. And especially at Black Friday when there's so much going on, that's the last thing people need is more confusion because they will move to the next person where they can just see exactly what they want and click the button and be done. So give them that. Give them that option. So these are the big systems and automations. Just to run down it quickly, plan your landing pages for freebies, email automations, the sequences from the freebie to sell your offer. Don't forget the sequence to sell to your main list. Also, if you have a Black Friday wait list, make sure that you have that one set up. Talk about your links everywhere, link them everywhere. Remember to do that so that people can actually get into your systems, go through them, your sales pages, sure that's set up, and automated onboarding. Those are the big ones. That was a lot of information. And yeah, it was a lot of information. But it was a good one. I feel like it's a good one. So hopefully you maybe had a notebook to write all that down. If not, you can listen to it again. And I also have the ultimate launch checklist that does go through a lot of this in there. So you can grab that. I will leave that in the show notes and in the description box on YouTube, because this is truly the way that you are going to like automate things on the back end so that you can really sell out your launches. This is the way that it happens. And it's being very intentional about these things and having a plan and having the systems and automations in place in order to do it. So be sure to grab that. Let me know what was helpful in this. Let me know if you have any questions about anything. And that is everything that I have for you in this one. That's it for today. I'll catch you in the next one.